How's it going, everybody? David Hedge here, House Hedge Gaming. And even though you're seeing this on Friday, right now it is May 18th, and we're just a few hours removed from the wish list submission and the event registration for Gen Con 2025. So today I'm going to go over our tentative itinerary of what we're planning on doing during the best 4 days of gaming, but also elaborate on something that I mentioned in the Countdown to Gen Con video a couple of weeks ago. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so like a lot of us here watching this video, and me making this video, we did our submission for the wish list to get events registered for Gen Con this year. My number was 9,315, even though it only took like 20 minutes for the whole wish list to be submitted, which surprised 11 daylights out of me. I was thinking I was going to be here the whole day. But the wish list went through. I was able to purchase our event tickets, and now I'm going to go over what our itinerary is during this event. So on Thursday, opening ceremonies. Got to do opening ceremonies. That sets the mood, that sets the tone for the event, for the 4 days coming up, and be able to get more information on some games that are coming out. And also, they do the die roll to start getting money to charities that they have this year, which I'll include a link for both those in the description below. So get the chance to go ahead and start seeing what is to come during the 4 days we're there in Indy. Then the whole day from that point towards the afternoon, we'll explore the exhibit hall. We're going to be doing all sorts of things, try to get some interviews, and I'll be doing that the entire weekend. But just start looking around and seeing what has changed, what stayed the same, and just being able to show Hani, who was there last year, but she didn't get a chance to really do much with Gen Con because they split between Gen Con and Lollapalooza, which was running at the same time in Chicago, and they went to go see Stray Kids. This year, she gets to do the full experience for Gen Con, so we get to show her everything, or at least try to, because there's a whole lot of stuff to cover at Gen Con. Trust me on that. You all know this. And if you don't know this, trust me, there's a whole lot to cover. At 5 o'clock, we're going to be going to a Kefa painting class. So my wife did one of these a couple years ago. She loved it, and she wanted to do it again, get a refresher, because she hasn't really had a chance or opportunity to do some miniature painting as of late. And so the three of us got signed up for it, and we're going to have fun with it. My wife is a creative person. Hani is a creative person. I'm going to be there, try my best, and we're going to have a great time. I'm going to definitely enjoy doing that. At 8 o'clock, we're going to be going to do Blood on the Clock Tower. Now, last year, I wasn't able to do this for reasons. Stuff comes up and card is subject to change, but we're doing the Learn to Play, which has a simple script, and we get the opportunity to play it together. And I love social deduction games. I told Hani about it and Cindy. They're both looking forward to it, and I can't wait to get them into the universe of Blood on the Clock Tower. Friday, we have nothing. Friday is wide open. In case anything comes up, we can jump right in, do a lot of demos, go on ahead and get to the exhibit hall, all that good stuff. If Game Nights Live does another event like they did last year with the Command Zone crew, I'm definitely going to try and jump on it. I got real lucky last year to get tickets for it, and hopefully I can make it 2 in a row. We get in there, have fun, see the next set, which I believe is Edge of Eternities for Magic the Gathering. That would be the set that they would be debuting that weekend, and that would make perfect sense to have Game Nights Live there, so a lot of people can actually watch the space-themed set take place and see what characters and what costumes are being used to represent this next part of the Magic the Gathering multiverse. Hopefully, they'll have it there. Saturday, we're going to be going to demo Luffy's Bento Panic. So that game is basically set in the One Piece universe where you are trying to gather up food before Luffy eats it all. It's a great thematic game. It's a great party game, and Hani saw it last year, and this year they're doing demos for it. So we're going to try it out and see what we can do before Luffy wrecks the entire buffet. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun doing that. And then throughout the rest of the day, more demos. Everything I could check out, I'm going to check out and then some, and it's going to be a blast doing it. At 7 p.m., we're going to be going to see Faster, Purple Worm, Kill Kill. So that's the Matthew Lillard live D&D improv comedy show where he has a lot of his friends on there, and they do audience interactions and everything. And I haven't really done a live D&D show at Gen Con. I did Rat Queens one year because of Hyper RPG and Game Nights Live. So this will be the third one. I'm starting to get more and more interested in seeing these shows and just watching everything unfold. And it was been a great time the past few times I've done it, and I look forward to this one, and I'm glad we were able to get tickets. We couldn't get the VIP, but you know what? We're still going to be in there, and plus, after I got the tickets and everything, my wife and my wife Cindy and Hani, they were out doing some stuff, and when they came back, I just heard Hani yell out, "Faster, purple worm, kill, kill!" And she's all excited because she's a huge fan of Matthew Lillard. My wife and I are as well. We got to meet him one year when we came back from uh, back in 2022 during the era where we had to wear masks and everything. Matthew Lillard was there working the Beatles and Grimm booth, and that was a great experience because we got to talk to him for a minute. But now we get to see him play D&D, and it's going to be a fantastic time. We're going to be enjoying it. And then we're going to be staying in the 500 ballroom for the D20 Burlesque. So a few years ago, we tried doing this, but it was shortly after COVID. And a lot of people in that small queue room leading into the 500 ballroom, definitely packing in like sardines, not really doing any social distancing or even taking consideration of people's personal bubble. It definitely affected my wife. And I'm used to it, but with everything that happened, going through isolation, going through COVID, and just having so many people like close in, it became really claustrophobic for us. So we just bailed out. We went and checked out the rest, like some other stuff before heading back to the hotel. And we weren't able to do the D20 Burlesque. Gen Con was great. They worked with us on it. We actually got refunds because of that, and we were able to use them for other events later on. And I'll never forget that Gen Con was able to do that. One of the best things about Gen Con is that they are really cool when stuff like that happens. They're able to work with you on it. So we're going to go try D20 Burlesque again this year, and hopefully we get some good seats, and it'll be great because we're going to be right there at the 500 ballroom, so we can go out, go back in, go through, and hopefully get some close seats up and watch some great dancing and performances, and who knows what else. And I've never been to really a burlesque show, so chances are, if you go to the burlesque show, and if you see a bright red glow at some point, it'll just be me, because that usually happens in those kind of situations. So just to let you know, it's not Rudolph, it's me. Now we also got tickets for the 4 p.m. cosplay contest. I've never really been able to do that before, and who knows what we might be caught up in between Luffy's Bento Panic and 4 p.m. But I got those tickets just in case I can get in there. I'm going to try to, but like I said, who knows what's going to happen between now and then. As the old saying goes, card is subject to change. And then Sunday is the final walkthroughs, going around, checking out what like last minute deals some of the vendors might have and everything. And then we close it down, and we'll take one last walk through of different areas and say goodbye to the best 4 days of gaming until next year. And that's the current game plan. It's going to be weird to actually do this because we're going to do it, and we're actually not going to have to stay in a hotel downtown. We are about an hour away in Terre Haute, Indiana, and so having Gen Con pretty much be in my backyard is definitely going to be beneficial this year, and I can't wait to be able to just come home, sleep in my own bed, unload what we get that day, and then go back and do it all over. And Wednesday, I'm going to go pick up everything. I could have got it mailed, but I'm like, I can make that drive. I'll go Wednesday early, get there, go to pick up, and I'm going to try and do the garage meet and greet on Tuesday if they have that, hopefully. And yeah, we're just going to have a blast with it. And hopefully all of you will be here to join us. Okay, one last thing I want to elaborate on that I mentioned in a previous video for the countdown to Gen Con, which has already begun. So this year, if you see me around Gen Con, stop and say hi, because I would love to meet you. I really would. I enjoy talking to people. I love meeting people from all walks of life all around the world. And each day I'm going to have something that I might be able to give you if I still have mommy when you meet me. So I'm going to either have a ribbon with House Hedge Gaming 2025, or I will have a lanyard. I wish I would have put 2025 on there, but high science 2020, not 2025. But you see me, I'll give you something. And if you get one of these that's marked some way, I'm still trying to figure out how, I'll give you something else. I'll give you a bonus. I'll give you a game. And I got some really cool games I'm going to be giving away. But this is just my way of saying thank you. Past couple years, this channel has grown, and it has not only been a way for me to share my love of gaming with everyone, but this channel has now allowed me to get with companies and be able to like see some upcoming games and be able to provide input on them, and been able to do a lot of things that I thought I would never do with this channel. And it's because of you. It's because of your support, because you watch the videos, you subscribe to the channel, you interact with the videos and everything, and you have definitely made an impact on me and on the channel. And I can't thank y'all enough for that. And this year is also marking my 20th anniversary going to Gen Con, and I wanted to do something special. So this is just my way of saying thank you. So if you see me around Gen Con, stop me, say hi. I have a commander deck. I would love for you to get a card signed in. So that's my keepsake. I've been working on that for 2 years. It'll be the third year. Mary and Pippin, not Perry and Mippin, are going to be heading to Gen Con with me, so I can get the deck filled out. But now I get to give you something in return, and possibly give you a cool bonus thing as well, and something to add to your collection, add to your game nights, and hit your gaming table and make memories with friends. And yeah, it may sound sappy, but you know what? That's who I am a little bit. Because when I started this channel, it was the main goal was to be able to share my love of gaming with everybody during a time where I couldn't really do that. And now, because of you, and because of your support and recent changes, I've been able to start doing more with the channel than I was able to. And I'm really excited to see what I can do at Gen Con and beyond. And I can't wait to see what the future holds and what I'm going to be able to do. And hopefully all of you will be able to join me on the ride for that. And I can't thank you enough. And I've said that in previous videos, and I'll probably keep saying it until I say, hey, I'm done with videos. That's going to be a while. It is going to be a long while from now, because I love doing this. And this is just my way of saying thank you. And hopefully, if I meet you, talk to you for a little bit, and if it makes your Gen Con just a little bit more memorable, I know it's going to make mine memorable. I can't wait to do it, and I can't wait to meet you. But thank you so much for checking out the video. If you like it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let everyone know that House HHG Gaming is here for all of your gaming needs. So until next time, everyone, stay safe and take care, my friends.